Well, my name is Roy Joseph Harripaul. My son is Mark Joseph Harripaul, which he attended Strathspey Primary School. On November the 27th last was a Monday. He come to the school, was a normal school day, and like when school was normally over, they just wait back, they just practice football. Sometimes he just wait for late classes. Which the teacher wasn't in class, she was sick and she was on leave, which he don't know that. And he leave playing football, and this other guy from Boston Secondary School come into the compound, which he bully my son. My son had a rag, he had $500 in the rag. Snatch the rag once and he run off. So my son get it back. The second time he do it again, his son after him. And when my son after him, he hold my son. And my son hold his on the arm and he hold my son and swing in the gate into his head. There we get a little gash on top of his left side ears at his temple. He come home, the HM called my wife and tell my wife like 3:15 that Mark had an incident in school and she dressed the one and sent it home. So when my wife heard it, she said, how you gonna leave Mark to walk home? So my wife sent my biggest son, Matthew, go and see that your brother Joel, Virginia's carry Joel, had an incident in school and see and bring him home.
So the school sent your son?
Yes.
Whose head was slammed in the gate?
Yes.
Home by himself?
Yes, almost a mile and a half. Almost. What? Yeah, from Strathspey here till to Vigilance Court behind where I'm living. So when he come home, he tell the mom about the story. So the mom say, okay. He said, man, he going to bed and he take a painkiller, which is a Panadol. So when I come home late in the night, like 7, I was working in Eccles. When I come home, my wife didn't tell me about the incident right away. I was eating something and my daughter come out to me and tell me Joel had bust. So me go and make a check on him and they say I see it was a small thing and it seemed okay. So when now late in the night, like about 8:15 or around 8 to 8:30, I guess that was the time. My wife rushed to him for give him some ramen soup and she made that. So when we rush him, he making a funny noise, and there we rush him to the public hospital, and half an hour was after my son died.
And what did the hospital say was the cause of his death?
Yeah, when now the doctor tell me, he said he could able to tell me what my son died about. So I said, what? He said my son died by a blunt trauma to the head, and he said the brain cell shut down because it's the lash we get in his head. So I said, okay. So when we do the autopsy, my son died with a blunt trauma to the head and a fractured skull.
How old was your son?
11 years old.
11 years when he transitioned.
Yes.
What is the school, the child's parents, his family, the ministry, what has been the engagement with them? Any?
Well, the ministry was coming when the incident happened. There was coming like plenty, enough of them was coming. 15, 20 of them coming at one time. And when as the funeral finish, they come in by one. They come the funeral day, and we see them back like about 3 weeks after. Then we see them back show up with child care welfare and other officer and by we promises.
And come to say what? What are they saying?
Oh, we're gonna offer you guys counseling and we give you condolences and that's again. And we sorry what happened and it's done like that. The investigation from DPP, we wasn't satisfied with that because the investigation go there, and when it come back last Wednesday, we was advised to go to the station. When we advised to go meet the child care, the welfare, and somebody from the ministry. When we go, was me and my wife alone. Nobody wasn't there. Oh, everybody had something to do that day. And the police read the thing, then I go into the file. They said the file was back and no advice that no charge implement, and the only thing that implement is counseling. Counseling can't work for my son. He's 11 years. I mind my child from baby to now. At 11 years, you telling me counseling don't work? That type of justice you're giving me?
What was the DPP's reason that no charges are laid?
I don't know. They never read nothing. They never give me no report, and that was it.
Sir, your child was in the care of the state at this school.
Yes.
Suffered a fractured skull, blunt trauma to the head, succumbed to his injuries, and that's it?
That's it. That's it. My son gone. We not valid no more, and we children not valid. When I meet out to the minister, she had what you call this parliament going on, and she said give she 3 days she gonna get on to me. I call her back, wasn't unanswered. When the thing happened, I call her Wednesday, and she tell me, so that is the result what DPP gave, and that is the final what DPP gave. So DPP gave is them ruling. So Mr. Ma'am, to due respect, is how this work. She said she can't know nothing about that. Which in a call, and I tried to call the president and getting on to he. I called one of the ministers, he gave me the number to get on Mr. Landela. When I call him and get on to he the next day, I get on to he, and he was kind of rude of speaking to me. Why you is who, why you calling me phone for? And I said, buddy, I'm calling for you because something concerned me, because I asked you if you ever hear an incident, but a child got lashed in the school last year and passed away. So he turned and tell me, no, he never informed about that, he never knows about that. So I said, okay, and he said, he go get on to me at 10 minutes, he take my name and my son's name. Never get on to me the 10 minutes to come. Sunday when they see that we posting the flyers, we're gonna do a protest for get justice, he reach out to me and tell me that he gonna get the file review back for go to DPP and advise, and then determine on the magistrate what charge the child should get. And the protest like shouldn't go ahead with it, like call it off. That he gonna get to us.
The Attorney General of Guyana told
yes,
you
yes,
and the land.
yes, correct.
And what has happened since that
nothing.
time?
And I reach out to these people, and these people give me all the words that they will support me through this, and I go ahead with these people. Because you had almost 4.5 months to come and fix this, you never come. So I think you will never come at all, because if you was giving me this advice, don't do it, and you go send back the file. Sometimes wait 4 or 5 years, me never get no result. Why go do? I go let down these people now that were backing me? No. I going ahead with these people and were giving me these backends.
Your son was 11 years. He lost his life at a school,
Strathspey bullying,
Primary School, due to school bullying. Tell us a little bit about the kind of person your son was.
Oh, he was a great, gentle youth man. He was a youth man, real respectable, always smiling, laughing. You could tell you anything. Sometimes God tell you by stop skin your teeth, stop laugh so much. You know, he was a happy child. And he was one of the youngest child to baptize in Kingdom of God, the church that he go to. One is the youngest, and he always at him, you know, he Bible study and these things. And he was a brave youth man and well-educated youth man. We could leave him home with his other siblings and say, bye, you go, you take care of them. We is ready them, and he is bring them to school, the 3 smaller siblings.
Very responsible, even at 11.
He was like a big brother and a father to them. Make sure that they're real tidy, you know, their skin is oil cream, hair is, you know, real dress, and everything up to date. Make sure they get the water, everything. He's the one who was always there for them.
Wow.
And we miss all of that. You could send him 100 times to the supermarket, he will still go.
You guys are here asking for justice.
Yes.
For the death of the 11-year-old son.
Correct.
What does justice mean for you?
Well, we gotta get some sort of justice. Justice gonna ease our mind. If we get justice, we mind gonna be settled, because it's 4.5 months going on and we still are crying.